Hey all, and welcome back to the HFC Adaptathon for arguably the main event if you're as much of a shitposter as I am. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our livestream playthrough of Garfield Kart for the 3DS. Tom, would you like to explain to everybody who we're raising money for during the Adaptathon?
Alright, you crack on with the game, mate. I'll do my thing here. Hey all, we are HFC. This is the Adaptathon. It's a live stream marathon all about our favourite licensed games and whatnot. So you got adaptations of Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and so on and so forth. And Child's Play is the charity we're raising money for. They provide kids in the hospital with toys and games to help ease their stay. And this is the bonus block where we play games you guys helped unlock with your donations. We added a new game for every $500 raised. This was one of the ones towards the end. We smashed our goal of $4,000 for the charity, roughly in the final hours of the main block with Spider-Man Remastered. And we're currently sitting pretty at $4,215. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, you may notice there is a game missed out in the playlist. That was going to be SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Unfortunately, the night before our run of Spa was due to play the game, a freak lightning surge took out his equipment, including his modem. So he's just going to play that whenever he can when he gets back. Like, you're still going to get that. It may not be part of, like, you know, the Adaptathon. It may just be a casual stream, but you're still going to get that playthrough. So today we're going to be playing Garfield Kart for the 3DS, like Flame said. And I believe you've added something else, haven't you, Flame?
Yes, I have. Given today has been cut a bit short, I decided we'd maybe get a little bit more mileage out of Garfield here. So we're going to be playing through the original game here that you see on screen on the 3DS. And then we're going to be playing through Garfield Kart Furious Racing for PC. So you get both this game, which you can form your own opinions about based on what you're seeing on screen, and then we'll have the actual genuinely good Garfield game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually not bad. So yeah, this game, the reason why I picked the 3DS version, as you can see here, not only is it a downscaled version, but it's also, I don't know how to put this nicely, it's a little bit jank. So we had actually what's quite a rare race there, where there was actually a competitor who stood a chance. A lot of the time with the races in this game, it's decided on the first drift. So there's that, and there's also the weird, funky physics. As you see, like, my drift here, it goes a little bit ski-whiff. We have had a few cases where I drove over terrain that I shouldn't have been able to just drive over, like that shortcut there. In the PC version, like the shortcut in the last track I made, in the PC version, that is mud that slows you down, and the idea is that you're only supposed to be able to go over it if you have a boost.
Right.
That didn't work here, and you may have just seen me during that jump. I did a drift in mid-air. I don't think that's quite how cars work.
Hey man, come on, you're cutting yourself like too much slack here. You're a good Garfield Kart racer.
I mean, if you're looking for a Garfield Kart Racer on the 3DS, this is the best choice by far.
Is it the only choice by far?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it goes without saying then, I guess.
Yeah. So, in premise, what he's trying to do is, you can tell it's going for the Mario Kart thing. You got your boosts and your items, and you know, it's a cartoon mascot racer. On the PC version, the reason why I didn't pick that one to start with, like the PC version of this game, is because it's a bit generic. This game, I kind of find the jank a little bit endearing. You may be noticing there's some choppiness, but not in the usual kind of choppiness that you get from choppy games. This game, it targets 60, but it has abysmal frame pacing. So sometimes you'll see it lag out a lot and then suddenly try to catch up in frames, which is honestly kind of hilarious to me. But is this the fabled Mario Kart 7 killer? In a way, I guess.
I'll draw together. Oh, you. What do you think of Mario Kart 7, mate? It's like a Mario Kart that doesn't really get much discussion space.
I think it's actually a pretty solid game. It kinda came out at the wrong time, in that it was during the period where the 3DS was not doing too well, and I think by the time that the 3DS picked up, people had moved on to other games. But I do enjoy the game, and I would say it's one of them that before Mario Kart 8 came out, it was probably the most solid one technically, because like it's got good control, which kind of makes the DS one before it feel a little bit obsoleted.
Yeah, I sort of agree. I wasn't really hot on it when it came out, and like Flame says, it's kind of hard to imagine now, given how, you know, mega popular the 3DS was by the end of its lifespan, but it didn't have a good start. It was fairly rough. I feel like if this was a launch title, well, not this, but Mario Kart 7, maybe it would have pushed a lot more units, you know?
Well, so the thing with the 3DS is, when, as far as I recall, when it first came out, it was kind of overpriced, and it wasn't until the price cut that it actually started selling.
Oh, yes, correct, yeah.
Because, I don't know, I feel like the 3DS in itself, it was a bit of a hard sell because it was leaning on the 3D gimmick, and I don't think a lot of people cared for that much. And the fact that they released a revised unit without it later in the 2DS, that kind of sums that up, really, doesn't it? So they were kind of leaning in a bit hard on the gimmick itself, which people didn't care for, and the unit itself being expensive as well, it kind of had a lot going against it. And I think this was kind of the period, this and the 3DS and the Wii U, of Nintendo being a bit overconfident from the generations beforehand.
Well, that could be the N64. It could be the GameCube, you know?
They never learn yet, but like it is one of the things of, because the Wii and the DS both had the gimmicks that just sold themselves, they didn't really have to go out their way to market it much. But that philosophy doesn't carry over to a gimmick that people don't really care for in the 3DS, and a gimmick that people don't really care for in the admittedly kind of clunky tablet thing. So the one thing that you are unfortunately missing out from right now and on the stream, which Stream Chat can appreciate, is this game's music is actually pretty good. Like,
wow.
It's kind of a bit of a safe song right now, but there are some where like the guitar kicks in and that in some of the later tracks, and it kind of caught me by surprise as someone who literally just picked this game up for a shitpost. Okay, I somehow managed to save that race.
That's so jarring, just the way it, like, stops when you cross the finish line.
It literally does, like, it just acts as though it's dropping frames, and then it's like, oh, here's the ending screen. So this track here is another one that has a skip that only works reliably in the 3DS version, and that's that little skip there. Again, that's meant to have a texture on it that you need to boost through, but in the 3DS version, it just doesn't for whatever reason.
They did not give a shit.
It's kind of weird that, like, it feels like the odd foundations of a race are there, they're missing out on, of different terrains and that, compared to, like, the music, which is the thing that if they wanted to phone in, they could have.
Yeah.
So, as for the items, they've got the things that you would expect from Garfield, like your boost is the lasagna, but you've also got stuff like perfume, like I've got right now, which is your kind of shield. You've got homing, I think it's meant to be homing pies or something, and you've also got that which I just threw backwards aimlessly, which is your equivalent to the shells.
Yeah, for sure.
There are some kind of unique ones, like when we get the spring, like there, what that does, you can use that two ways. Either you can leave it behind you, like I just did, as a trap for the racers behind, or you can actually do it as like a forward-facing thing, and that gives you a jump. And while that doesn't really mean much in this track, there are some tracks later on where that can help you get to shortcuts that you otherwise wouldn't be able to.
Right.
And there's other things like there's the UFOs, which are cool. Like they are the proper fuck yeah, characters over at the end sort of thing. So they go, and if you accidentally crash into that, then it'll pick you up and just hold you still for a few seconds.
Oh.
So yeah, it might not be as blatant in its Mario Kart bullshit, but it has it. You probably will notice me crash into my own springs a few times. That was something that definitely happened during my practice runs of this. Will I make this jump? Oh, I don't know how I made that jump. I sort of clipped back onto the road.
Yeah, well, I guess the limitations of the tech can often work in reverse.
Yeah, this game is one of them that you kind of just take it when it works in your favour. This is a thing of you get items here, but if you already have the item, you can just swap it and redeem it for money. So there's that, but that's our first cup down. Let's have a look at the results screen, which I'm not going to spend too much time doing for the other cups, because it is literally just this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this was very much kind of it'll do. But yeah, I am playing on 150cc. You have to unlock the cups individually, and I'm not playing this through on these slower difficulties. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, you need a little bit of a challenge, otherwise you just fall asleep.
Basically, yeah. When it keeps asking me for boosts, there are extra little power-ups that you can get, but honestly, you've seen that first cup, you do not need them at all. I suppose the music is a little bit WarioWare-esque. Like, it becomes a lot more melodic as the game goes on. And here we have the barn level. This is, in a way, it's trying to do the Yoshi Valley thing, of where there's multiple routes. Yeah, I know. Oh, great. That's another thing. When you collide with someone else, there's not like a proper collision or anything. It's just you stop dead. Grass should be slowing me down, but it isn't.
Man, they had to get this game out, I don't think you realise.
Yeah, it needs to be released right now. It's weird, because like, the PC version of this, like, and the HD versions of it, they're not amazing, they're not going to blow you away, but they are much more functional than this, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a last minute look of, oh, that 3DS thing's doing better now, we should probably shift a few units on that too.
Careful with your headset, mate, 'cause you've been knocking it a lot.
Okay. I suppose that's coming from the fact that I'm trying to look down while being tangled with all the different cables here. It's not the smoothest 3DS setup, I will be honest.
I mean, you could just play it on your TV.
Yeah, but then it's kind of awkward with that, because of where I'm sitting.
Fair enough. We could have used an emulator, that's true.
I don't know how well this game emulates and whether you would even notice the difference.
Could you imagine if it ran perfectly? Like, even better than the retail game.
Oh Christ, yeah. Like, 3DS emulation is still very early. Like, there's some games that they've managed to get working, but, you know, there's a lot that aren't there yet. Well, the same is true for the original DS, to be fair. Yep, missed that shortcut.
Is it me, or are you ridiculously far ahead in this one?
I am ridiculously far ahead. I was just about to lap Squeak there.
Jeez.
Let's just adjust. Okay, that should hopefully not knock as much now I've pulled it out a bit.
Okay, no, man. Well, I wasn't... You just did it there. Oh, you're so awkward, but adorably so.
It's less adorable when you go through the footage in post, I'll be honest with you that way. Bastard stole my item. See, this has got a proper, like, jazzy sort of root to the bat theme kind of thing going on in the music.
It always goes back to Sonic with you, doesn't it?
What else do I know? Let's be real here.
You know...
That I can talk about on stream.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This is a classic Tom projection, where I also talk about nothing but Sonic, but I have to pretend I'm a bit more worldly, you know?
I mean, you don't. Look at the company you got with me here.
Oh, shush, you've been the MVP of the marathon, so hush up your batty and play your game.
I'll do the playing my game part, but it would be kind of awkward if I just stopped talking and left you to commentate over Garfield alone, wouldn't it?
Well, I could like pretend I'm the actual announcer of the game.
Please don't.
Just a really bored Englishman who occasionally says, "This character has taken first. This character has picked up what looks like a toffee, I guess."
Yeah, it's hard to make out what's on the arms, though, to be fair.
John's catching up. Do I bring up the John drinking dog sperm incident?
Yes, please do.
Okay, well, John accidentally drank dog sperm in a strip of Garfield once.
I feel like you may have to elaborate.
No, that's it. That's all it happened. They were at the vets and it just happened.
I haven't seen that one. I've seen the one with the unfortunate implication about the phone vibrating. Have you seen that one? That's a good one.
Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah. Garfield's fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Although, if you think Garfield's a naughty strip, you should check out Funky Winkerbean.
I don't think I've even heard that.
Well, have you ever watched The Simpsons?
Yes, I think you know that.
Well, have you seen the one with the parade and Marge is like, "Over here, Funky"?
Not off the top of my head.
Well, he's a comic strip character. I think it's Winkerbean. He had a funny last name, but it's all about like just a dude in real life. Well, not a real life dude, but just like a dude doing real life stuff. And he has like divorces, and there's cancer, and there's remarrying. Jesus.
Christ.
I first got into it when Co did some just like read along threads, and kind of went down the rabbit hole from there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it just ends when the race is done.
Yep, it just stops. It's like, you've had enough race now, move on to the next one.
God's like, "No, there shall be no more Garfield Kart. The next race will begin."
God, he's just judging Garfield the whole time.
You get to heaven, who is it? It's Garfield. Because of course it is.
Oh shit. Right, it just cost me the race there.
Oh, flame. Well, you don't need to get perfect, you just need to, you know...
Well, I mean, winning would be nice. It would be kind of embarrassing to lose against these AIs.
Well, do better then, sir. So what is this, the Neo Bowser City of Garfield Kart 3DS?
I think it's trying to be, just without any of the fancy rain effects or anything.
Saw a thing of that on Twitter where someone like downported it to N64, and it was pretty funny.
I think I might have seen that one actually, yeah, I seem to remember it running pretty well.
I'm not really seeing a Toad's Turnpike vibe here, there's too many turns for one thing.
Yeah, and that the main annoyance with Toad's Turnpike is the other cars moving, but all of these are parked cars.
Hey, you managed to crash into one, so...
No, I managed to crash into that roundabout thing that I just went past.
Good.
I come up with unique things to crash into, don't you know?
I know most of these characters, I'm not sure who that Harry guy is.
No, there's a few that I don't recognise. I'm not really in tune with the Garfield lore beyond the main cast, I'll be honest.
He doesn't know about Garfield 6220, guys.
Was that the fucking fanfic thing?
No, that's Garfield where he has a gun.
Oh, okay.
See, the thing is, I could make up anything here, and you just have to believe me.
I mean, yeah.
Garfield 229, where he hates lasagna.
That's your fucking Marvel What If kind of deal.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the series for that. The animation's not the best, but hopefully the writing saves it.
Yeah. Now I do want to step back what I said about the music a little bit, just for this track, because the music in this track is just like a 5-second loop on repeat, over and over.
Can I take a guess as to what it sounds like?
Go for it.
Do 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 do.
Not quite, but it's got that sort of stock desert music vibe.
Ah, okay, that's what I was going for, but it turned into like Carnival for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Garfield's Royal Rescue. I forgot about that.
What one was that one?
There was a fanfic I did a dramatic reading, mate.
Oh, right.
Just got a reply to the tweet saying we're live for Garfield Kart.
Cool.
How Dragon says, finally.
I mean, I feel the same way. I've been oddly looking forward to this one.
Hey man, as long as you're having fun, that's the main thing.
I'll say as I crash into another wall.
Good. Like, you're so far ahead, they could launch a nuke at you and you'd still win.
Basically, yeah. It's like I say though, it usually comes down to the first drift or two. That's usually what sort of divides it, because I don't think, from all the times I've watched the AI characters, I don't think they can drift. Like, they just sort of awkwardly go around the corners.
Like, Garfield helped me, I don't know how to drift. I'm sorry, John, but it's a cat-eat-cat world out here.
Yeah, you're on your own, John.
Jesus. Yeah, John is like such a cock, and then like right at the end he just becomes the most base Chad to ever exist. It's weird. John is an anomaly.
John is whatever he needs to be Garfield's foil.
Sorry, I don't think John is a cook. I'm just like remembering this thing that Danny Sexbag said randomly during one of their Garfield episodes. Aaron was like, "Why does Garfield treat John like this?" And Danny just replies, "Because he's a fucking cook." Just one of those random things that you don't expect in the sanitized era of Game Grumps. It just comes out.
Every now and then Dan just does let something slip, and it's usually funny when he's specifically targeting Aaron with that. I've seen a few times where he's just like, "Don't you SJW me on this," and it's beautiful.
Oh, it is. Play Misty for me. Isn't that copyrighted? I guess you could just use the words.
Yeah, like there's only so many. Like you have to be quite specific when you're trying to copyright something. So we have loopholes, and look at that JPEG background.
Woohoo! Jesus. God member says Flame loves his bootleg Mario Karts. Don't worry, I know you posted that a while ago. I'm only just now reading this. Have you played any not Mario Karts in your time, mate? Besides the Sonic ones?
Yeah, I've played a few actually. Like obviously we've got this, which is the best of all. But you know, like I've played a few other things. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Genso Skydrift is a good one that I've played, which is like a Toho take on it. That it's actually got some of the Double Dash developers working on it, and that was a lot of fun. It's got like the similar sort of two-driver mechanic to it. There's also one that I've been playing recently that's not quite a Mario Kart clone, given it's a water-based racer rather than a kart racer, but Candigal Jet Girls is pretty fun. It's I mentioned this during the Lego Racer stream, but it's one that's like its own original story made by the Senran Kagura developers. And there's probably a few others as well that I'm not remembering right now, but I do in general like these kind of games, so it's something that if I see one coming out I'm always going to have a look at it.
Nothing against like sim races or anything, I just prefer kart races overall, just for, you know, the way they control, the items you get, and just the course design. Really, I'm surprised you didn't mention Konami Crazy Racers, which I think launched with the GBA.
I know that game, I haven't played it myself.
I remember just playing a little bit of it, and then I was like, oh, this isn't Mario Kart. I'll just wait for Mario Kart. And then Super Circuit came out.
Was it worth it?
No.
There is also the Shrek Racer on the GBA, which I remember playing a little bit of.
Don't recall that myself.
I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I think I got the cartridge of it somewhere. It's about what you'd expect from a Shrek Racer on the GBA.
Terrible.
Basically.
Okay.
Okay, I got a third place. Let's see if I can pick that up.
No, you just gotta get to first in the rest, mate, so don't worry.
Basically. Wasn't there a racer with Nickelodeon characters? I think there was.
Oh, there's a couple, I think. Don't know why my voice got so high there. Maybe it's because I revealed the truth. Yes, there are those out there. They exist.
Oh, look there, they're going around the corners, but they're not drifting, which makes me think that they possibly don't know how to. God, this jazz guitar's so good.
Pay no heed to it. You must get first place, Flame.
But I like the music.
You may not like music and win at the same time. It's impossible.
And that's one of the random bits of odd collision which has fucked me over multiple times on this track. But I never learned my lesson to take it a bit wider.
No, you never do. Maybe if I do it again, things will change, thinks Flame.
That is my thought process a lot of the time, yes.
Oh, jeez.
Do you like this camera angle they give you for driving up the hill?
Pretty fucking poggers, mate. I also love the way that the line is loading in as you race.
Yeah, you get that. It's not bad with screen tearing like the 3DS version of All Stars Racing Transformed, but you do get them weird texture quirks from time to time.
Those, like, snowmen you race past are terrifying. I think it's because it's, like, a bit off-white.
Yeah, like the colour balance is mostly okay, but every now and then you do get something that raises an eyebrow.
Careful, Doctor's closing in on you.
Them trees just popping in a few frames late.
There they. If I was a tree, I'd never be late for the job.
How do I even respond to that?
You don't really, because it's a very stupid thing to say.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying Garfield racing the line.
Yeah, it really is. Like it's almost like there's a sort of overlay filter thing that's just disappearing as we go along.
Dude, if this was on DS, it would be instantly one of the best looking games.
Yeah, it is. Like, by that standard, it's great. It's just, yeah. Yep, about to lap a guy. Yep.
Good. That's what they get.
Okay, just need a bit more of a bump to get back into first.
You can do it, mate. I guess I have to believe in you.
I'm not sure whether that's worse that you believe in my skill to play Garfield Kart for the 3DS well.
Well, whatever.
Thank God for no floor textures. And that was the actual visual text just not lining up properly a minute ago there. Come on, Garfield, wake up. There we go.
Yeah, the DS port of All Stars Racing is pretty decent, apparently.
Yeah, I've seen footage of that. It looks pretty solid, and it also has DS remixes of the songs, which sound pretty good. It's just a shame about the 3DS version of the second one, because that is a fucking disaster.
Yeah, it's not great.
Like, it amazes me how you managed to get screen tearing issues on a 3DS.
Yeah. Huh. I'm gonna listen to the All Stars Racing DS OST now.
Go for it.
Well, thankfully DS emulation is near perfect now, so you won't have to worry about game prices.
Yeah, it's getting there. Oh, shit. No, come on. There we go.
I'll flame.
Just wanted a closer look at that wall, okay?
Fair enough, you know. When are you ever going to be here again?
Probably next time I play the Switch, knowing how I am, probably not long.
Yeah. As long as the person who like consistently comes in first doesn't get first this time, you should be fine.
We'll see. I can't actually remember who that was.
Well, it was you last time. I think it was John before that.
Possibly. That same fucking wall, I forgot it came out there.
God damn it. I never thought about mapping touchscreen to a right analog stick.
Suppose that could work. It'd be a bit finicky depending on the game though. Oh, it's Harry in first, so... Probably not going to get this, but... Yeah, well.
Well, we're not trying to win every single one, we're just showing it off.
Basically, yeah.
Alright, yeah, move the cursor with the stick and click for input.
Yeah, that could work. Like, the weird hardware for the DS and 3DS is kind of what holds up preservation a bit, because like there are some games, like touchscreen heavy games, that are kind of fiddly to work with. Now, remember this shortcut here.
Damn, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, this track seems kind of cool.
Yep, apart from when I do that.
God damn it, Flame.
It's fine, I took the shortcut, I'm still in first.
Ah, well.
It's fine, who needs roads anyway?
Where we're going, we won't need textures that slow us down.
Yeah.
Gold says, reminds me weirdly of the last Pepsi Man level.
I was just thinking that, yeah, like the section with the conveyor belt and the boxes.
Very weird. So if you're like any taller than Garfield, do you just smack your head and can't make that shortcut?
I don't know, Garfield is my main. I would love it if it knocked their hat off, if they have the hat, but I also doubt very much they would have had that level of attention to detail.
You have such an exciting life compared to me. You have a main in Garfield Kart for the 3DS.
Well, yeah, like, you're missing out.
I would probably main John, honestly.
Well, you did say that he's a bit of a cuck.
But anyway, going back to the chat. You mic bumping fool. Yeah, that's right.
Might hit him more now just to spite you.
Don't.
I won't.
Because you know that'll annoy you more than it'll annoy me.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep, they just crashed into a box. That's cool. That works for me.
Are you seriously about to lap 2 people?
Yep. So like I say, one of them crashed into a box, so there's nothing they can do. I also don't know if the AI knows how to reverse properly.
Let's see how we do, because Harry came...
Second.
Ah.
Well.
Good enough. Good enough, mate.
It'll do. Okay, next cup.
Wow, we're on the last one.
Yep.
We have been playing for 40 minutes.
I'm going to double check now. I'm paranoid that I'm missing one. Yeah, that was the one we just did. So yeah, we're on the last one.
There you go.
So
You
yeah,
can do it, Flame. Redemption run, go!
still not needing any boosts. Now we get a different kind of generic desert music. Oh, it's the green level.
Ah, a favourite of mine.
It literally is just the green level, like, because the textures take so long to load in and you have to be so close to them. Most of the time when you're in that section, it is literally just a screen full of green. And the frame rate's especially bad in this level.
Really, just in this one?
Well, it's doing a lot more of the it goes to 60 and then it doesn't, and then it does, and then it doesn't sort of thing, which makes it that much more prominent. What did I crash into there? It was just a random invisible wall.
That's okay, it looks like the rest of them are having trouble keeping up, mate, so...
Yeah, well, as long as they're getting screwed over too. Let's leave that there so I almost definitely crash into it next time.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, the green of this place.
Oh yeah. What? Okay.
The sudden appearance of the legendary Wide Garfield.
Yeah.
And he's already pretty wide to begin with. Not that I can talk. I guess for difficulty you could call the different CCs that gold. Like 50 is easy, 100 is medium, hard is 150.
Yeah, basically. So I'm playing Garfield Kart on hard mode now.
Yeah, it is your kart speed, but it also affects the speed of other racers, therefore it affects the difficulty, therefore it's a difficulty.
Yeah, well, there's also the fact that you got to be more careful taking turns and shit like that.
Remember 200cc in Mario Kart?
Yeah, I kind of hope they actually make levels with that in mind next time.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like a specific cup for 200cc. God damn it, Flame.
Well, it looks like the sort of thing you should be able to drive through.
It looks like the sort of thing you should be able to drive through.
What fucking voice was that?
I don't know. I don't know. Right, you did it. Let's keep that trainer rolling.
Yep. Okay, what's this level? I vaguely remember this one.
We need a different, like, Mario symbol if they were going to create a cup specifically for 200cc. So you've got mushroom, flower, star, crown, shine, maybe?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Although, that is kind of already represented in the shine bell. Or moon from Odyssey.
Yeah, well, that could work.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another green level.
Good.
I love those.
Why did they never make proper DLC for Odyssey? I don't understand.
Nintendo are very arbitrary with things that seem obvious, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's single player. No one's gonna need DLC because they can just replay the game.
Yeah, but then they did single player DLC for Splatoon 2, which is a game that most people think of for the multiplayer.
Yeah, true. I still haven't played that. I should probably download it one day.
I really didn't get far in Splatoon 2 at all. I don't know, I think it was one of them that I just sort of got distracted by something else.
Yeah, same. Like, I really enjoyed the first game, played a lot of the multiplayer, then barely played any for the 2.
Now's not the time for that.
Yeah, they could have made like 5 different DLC packs for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe by this point, but they just don't.
Yeah. I hope that means we've got Mario Kart 9 on the way, but I'm not too optimistic if I'm being honest.
God, I want to do... Like, the Switch feels empty without its own Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's like one of the staples that even during the slower generations they've always had something, haven't they?
Like, I like the Switch a lot, but there's just a lot of things missing. Like, you'd think it would have apps for one thing, but it just doesn't.
But again, that's Nintendo having their own arbitrary workarounds for what seems obvious.
Yeah. I would say no to 9 being a cross-gen game. Like, as long as it's like all new tracks and whatnot.
Yeah, well, we don't know what they're doing with new systems because the Switch Pro isn't a thing, even though that seems like the obvious thing to do.
Yeah. God. I'm just thinking to like all the insiders, quote unquote, who were so sure that a Pro was going to be announced, and then it just wasn't.
Oh, you mean the hacks who basically just make stuff up and occasionally get it right and so can clout? Those people.
I'm friends with certain insiders, so I'm going to hold my tongue there.
Okay. It's a fucking Comic Sans Z as well, isn't it? I just noticed that.
Really? Everything that's going on here, that's what annoys you?
Well, yeah, other than that, the game's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, Gold is correct here, Gold member. It's like Nintendo's actively avoiding everything they did right with the Wii U. No virtual console, no themes or music, making fully original great first-party games in the same volume as the Wii U, and just no third-party apps like Netflix and whatnot.
Yeah, and like the thing with the virtual console is that it seemed really stupid at first that they're doing it, but like they're not actually carrying it over. But I'm starting to realise, like with the whole Mario 3D antics, that that's absolutely by design. Because now they can keep complete control and they can make it an event every time they re-release something.
Yeah.
Rather than
just
being there. Yeah, it is. It wasn't actually letting me reverse there for a sec.
It's meant to be like a skate park or something.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for.
Kind of cool, like a racetrack and a skate park all in one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm miles ahead again.
Yeah. The overpriced ports thing is a bit weird to me because there is new content, so they're not like just ports. But at the same time, I don't think they should be $60 at all.
Yeah, it's one of them things where again that's something that other companies would have a set way of doing it, but Nintendo are being special. But when you get stuff like that, it's like it's making people buy something they already own just because they want that extra thing, which again feels very cynical and very by design. Because like, if you look at like Bowser's Fury, I think a lot of companies for something like that, that'd be like a £15 digital download. But if we include it with a 3D World remaster, then now they've got to pay 60 or whatever.
Well, to be fair, I'm gonna be the cock on this one, Jesus Christ, and say they did a lot of improvements for 3D World, making the core gameplay faster, online that is surprisingly decent, if you use a wired connection, of course, and obviously you have Bowser's Fury, which can take you about 4 to 5 hours if you 100% it.
Yeah, but like I feel like given the games are only sort of vaguely tied to one another, they could also be sold separately, and people who aren't really interested in playing 3D World again could just get the new stuff. It's like, it is a great remaster, don't get me wrong. It's just I don't really like their distribution method.
I have it sitting here still. I'm just waiting for when Tanner's settled in his new job and we can get the wired connection hooked up and you, me and him can have some Mario antics.
Yep, I can't wait to throw you in the pit.
I'm gonna do the same to you, you fucking slut.
Okay. Well, I'll have to be on the defensive. Now I'm prepared.
Okay.
Let's just skip that turn entirely.
Oh, fucking based. You're like half the track away. What do they think they're gonna do to you?
Good question. Well, maybe I'll catch up with them again.
Yeah.
Although I do shit like that, so maybe not.
God damn it, Flame. Well, the latency on this is really good because it happened just after you said it.
Yeah, well, I'm screen sharing, aren't I? So.
Well, I'm not looking at screen share, I'm looking at the stream.
Oh, wow.
Nah, you got the Spyro and Crash trilogies on your backlog, go remember? Good shit. I'm playing through Golf Super Rush's story right now. Like the first couple, say, few hours, are kind of boring, honestly, and then it just like turns on a dime narratively. And it's like, I wish it was kind of like this from the start.
Yeah, it sounds like they kind of go backwards.
I only really bought it because I like the look of it.
That's
I don't know
fair
if I'd pay 50 quid again for a golf game. I had a player.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, Flame. Oh, Flame.
No, I couldn't really back up from that one because I'll probably reverse into the pit.
Good.
I got a bit cocky there, yeah.
You sure did. The power of Garfield is too much for your little mind.
I've got a hood. Can't wait to put that on. Yeah, that was Garfield Kart for the 3DS. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a quick break while I scramble around my system and get the sequel going. So we'll see you in a few moments, folks. And here we are with the sequel to the wonderful Garfield Kart. This is Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Now, if we think of how the previous game was admittedly a bit of a shitpost pick on my part, this game's actually a pretty solid Mario Kart competitor, I will say. I'm going to be playing this on 100cc rather than 150 this time because the AI in this game actually works. And that's the big distinction between the two games, really. That's what sets one apart from the other.
We decided to include this in one video so you can have the terrible version and then you can have the better version. So let's see. Well, it's already better because you've got a padding shot of the races.
Well, we had one of them. It was just sort of giving you the worst angles possible in the 3DS one, whereas this one actually shows you the track, which is... I know the bar is on the fucking floor, but still. So this one I will have to be a bit more careful about taking turns, and I won't be able to just cheat by skipping across that little section there, because this does use the same tracks as the first game, but they're in HD and they're so much smoother than they were that I'm not actually that fussed by that. So it's the same kind of deal with there's 4 cups with 4 tracks each, so we'll get about the same amount of game time out of this, but you know, it will be a lot nicer on the eyes, and it also keeps a consistent frame rate, at least on my system, so we're good to go. We get a much cleaner Garfield experience, if that's what you happen to have been asking for all these years.
Thank Jesus. My prayers have finally been answered.
Okay, I can take the shortcut here. And there are little puzzle pieces you can pick up. I think they just get you items. But I'll admit, I just had a quick practice run of this last night, so I am kind of going in, not completely blind, because I've played some of the cups, but I'm a lot fresher to this than I usually am with these streams.
Fair enough, mate. Yeah, this just looks a lot smoother, visually more appealing. It even looks like, I can't tell you because I haven't played, but it looks like everything just handles better as well.
It does, yeah, like all the weird little quirks we had in the last game aren't here. Like, this does play like a solid kart racer. And I'm not sure how well this game did sales-wise, because I think the original game was like such a meme, it might have got looked over. I know the Steam forum is full of shitposts, so if you're actually looking for any actual information about this game, good fucking luck.
Yeah.
It's one of them kind of deals.
Garfield Kart. Nope, can't really find anything. The 3DS version got a 3 out of 10 from Nintendo Life.
Lovely.
Hardcore Gamer gave it a 1.5, criticizing it as absolutely dreadful.
That's mean.
Well, I mean...
Accurate, but mean.
I was there, I saw it. Ah yes, SpongeBob. A freak lightning surge took out Spa's equipment last night, so that's why we're streaming this right now. Spa will just have to make up SpongeBob whenever he can, whenever he's back on top of things and his equipment's in working order again. So don't worry, it may not be part of the marathon, but you will get that game that you guys donated for. I'll probably just join in for a casual stream one Friday or something.
Yeah, just take a bit of the stress off, just do a fun little thing.
So we got this today, and the finale of the bonus block and the entire marathon tomorrow. Miles Morales, that's still a thing. How could you not see that coming, Flame?
I was trying to dodge between it, but the hitbox is quite wide.
Fair enough. Oh, it's a scorcher today, lads.
It is a bit. I've got me fan going. Hopefully that's not too annoying on the mic.
I can't hear it on my end. I haven't got my fan on, so I'm glad we're only doing a couple of hours today.
Fair enough. Yeah, I wanted to include this, given it would be quite a short day otherwise, and I feel like it's a good sort of foil to have the one that's such a fucking meme shitpost versus like this game which is that but actually realised. And I'm kind of surprised that this did get a sequel, given like we saw from the 3DS version of the original that seemed to be a bit of a rush job. So the fact that we do actually get a polished up version, I'm actually genuinely happy to see that, because like I say, I like this kind of game, and so to see it a bit better, like I'm just glad that this got to exist. And like, look at this level, this looks so much prettier.
I'm saying it. I mean, look at that water for a start.
Yeah, like, gonna make my Miiverse post right now.
Hell yes. I wonder how that guy's doing nowadays.
I don't know, he's probably either an older teenager or an adult now, so...
Yeah. Gone in search of real water, the thing of legends.
Can't believe I missed that with a homing item as well.
Jeez. It's kind of funny that you're playing this now. Good job, by the way. Because I was originally going to run Cars 3 from the marathon, and then after playing it, I was like, I don't think this is marathon material, but this is perfect for the bonus block, I think.
It's stuff like this that's what I really like about these marathons, just having the extra kind of just fun showcases of games, because like, this is the sort of thing that we probably wouldn't do an LP of this, but it's still fun to show it off.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I've been streaming games like 7th Day of the Night, the upcoming Spiritfarer and whatnot, because I just can't see myself doing LPs of them, but I still want to like show them off to people and just like hang out with Spar, etc. and play them.
Yeah, it's like some games just lend themselves better to that format, don't they? This is not going too well.
Maybe you should pick it up then.
We'll see. I'll think about doing better.
Okay, that's all I can ask.
I can't promise I'll think very hard, but I'll think.
I've noticed you can actually hold 2 items here as opposed to the handheld one.
Oh, you could do that in the 3DS one as well. It's just I didn't, because I was usually so far ahead, I would just throw away whatever items I had.
Oh, okay. God. John in top hat is some Chad energy.
It's a look, yeah.
Yeah.
He is so far ahead now.
Seriously.
Oh, catching up. Oh, yes.
Ate it.
Let's try and hold on to this now.
Yeah, don't ruin it, Flame. I'm not trying to put pressure on you, but everyone in the world will hate you if you don't get first place in this race.
See, I'm fine with everyone in the world hating me. It's my own brain hating me that's the problem with this.
No, you just had to make it weird. If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will play Garfield Kart as I always have.
That was one of the best scenes in 06 though.
Oh, of course it was. That's why they included it in the 06 medley during the symphony.
Yep. So yeah, I have to play this first turn legit. I can't just skip it.
Oh,
I know.
it's not fair.
I have to play the game as intended. That guy just completely missed me with a magic wand.
Hey. See, this stage looks great.
It does, especially if you look like at the background and how far back it goes.
I was actually looking at the ground textures.
Oh yeah, the ground, like the texture in this is fantastic. The fact they actually load in as you're there is something.
Wow. Oh. What's next? Running water.
Nope, can't go through the grass on this one.
No, sorry, Flame. Your cheese mode has been taken from you.
How am I supposed to win now? You can't expect me to do this legit.
With skill.
As I was saying, you can't expect me to do this legit.
Oh, don't.
Okay, good. Someone else ate my spring.
Nice. Note to chat, don't eat springs. It won't end well. You won't turn into Spring Mario from Galaxy, I assure you.
Oh,
Dude, that would be a terrifying existence. He does not look happy there.
no.
I can't believe you fumbled it on the final lap.
Oh, I got the sleep item. Am I gonna make this? Yes, cool. I was worried about that for a sec. Third.
Sickening. Well, I mean, you're in first anyway, so...
Yeah, it counts on the whole. Choosing you Grand Prix.
Yay, very nice.
Go on to the Pizza Cup.
I assume the question mark block is just random.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the barn level, which is a massive upgrade over the other version.
Jesus, just look at it. It's got lighting for one thing.
Yeah, it like the lighting in the game on the whole does look great. Yeah. Now I've got to do the maze section legit as well. This is hard.
Oh, flame. My sweet flame.
Fuck. I thought I was gonna hit that.
At least you didn't wander forever in the corn maze. I assume, obviously this is Garfield, it's based on like his Barnyard Pals section of the cartoon or whatever.
Probably.
Yeah. Or John's hillbilly parents. He's a country boy, you know.
Yep. Or it could just be that they were picking out different themes for racetracks there.
Yeah, there's that. Although, like, the neighborhood stage does look like, you know, John's neighborhood, at least from what I recall.
Hmm. Will that hit him? I think I might be a bit far. Oh yeah, it hit him.
Nice.
I can work with that.
Yeah, the DS version of Be Cool, Be Wild, Be Groovy is amazing.
Oh, nice.
Oh, are they Midwesterners, John's parents? Fair dues. I watch Garfield's Christmas thing every so often. Well, mostly around Christmas.
I was gonna say.
For obvious reasons.
Nothing like a Christmas special in August.
Or in July, if you will.
Whenever you feel like it.
Which is funny because Miles Morales takes place during Christmas.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we're finishing this marathon with Christmas in July.
Gonna avoid that, yep. Fuck you. Fuck you, whichever one that was, I didn't see. Did you see that?
I saw it.
Normal, you're a fucking recolor anyway, fuck you.
Guess we'll just have to do better next time, Flem.
Oh, look at this, the upgrade here.
Horror shit.
I haven't seen this one yet, this is great.
Also, the Monkey Ball music is playing now, and I'm very excited for the remakes.
Oh yeah. When is it they're coming out?
October, along with Metroid Dread.
Oh, nice.
So I can have Monkey and Metroid in the same month. And next month, I believe it's No More Heroes 3.
Alright. Yeah, there's
Switch
a lot. It's
actually has a pretty good back end of 2021.
It really is, yeah. It's building up that library pretty rapid.
I don't know if I'm going to get Switch OLED. I just don't think it's worth it.
No, I ain't gonna bother. If there's no performance enhancement, then I just don't see the point.
No.
Oh, it looks like they've closed off the shortcut in this version, though.
Damn them. Well, it's funny because I play the Switch like 80% handheld, but I still think the screen looks nice enough, so...
I basically always play it docked. It's just kind of how I am. I just don't really find it that comfortable to play for a long period of time on handheld stuff.
Fair enough, mate. Obviously, now that I have my Elgato, I can play it on the screen if I want to, so...
Yeah, like I've got one of the immediate pass-through capture cards, but when they say immediate pass-through, they mean like a frame delayed, and you know how I am with that shit.
A frame is nothing, mate.
It's enough for me to like push a button and realise something's off. Like, it doesn't ruin the game, and if you're playing something like an RPG or whatever, it don't matter, but, you know, like...
Dude, I did a rhythm game with, like, playing on my TV, okay? Not my TV, sorry, my monitor. My monitor's not even fancy like yours is.
Well, you've got a 60Hz monitor, so it's fine. Like, as long as it matches the refresh rate of the game, then it's no biggie.
Fair enough. Might want to hurry up there, Flame.
I might. I'll think about it.
Be gone with you, Italian stereotype John. Like, they didn't need to put shooting stars in the background of this, but they did.
Oh, it's just another little detail, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah. Oh, they were about to do it again, but it was John this time.
It's managed to overcome.
Am I going to get a Steam Deck? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
I think it looks interesting. I think it's one of them things that the inevitable revised model will be a lot more appealing. Because I'm not too fond on the like control stick positioning on this one. Just looks a little bit awkward. It's all like the specs look like it won't be amazing, obviously, it's the handheld thing, but for a handheld, it will be a really good competitive handheld. Especially if you get one of the ones with better storage capacity.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there. Where's that guy going? The guy was going in the complete wrong direction. They've changed how the perfume works. I don't think it had an offensive option in the 3DS one.
I mean, that's kind of how shields work in car races in general. You can have it for defense, but you can usually shoot it as a projectile. That's how it works in Crash, anyway.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Good.
I might have saved it. Okay, I thought I passed that, but apparently not.
Yeah, that's a bit iffy.
Yeah, it might have just not settled yet and it was still moving. Okay, that was just stupid on my part.
Yes, it was. I could see it. We could all see it.
Oh well.
I'm disappointed, Flem. Disappointed.
Get used to it.
You're still in first. It's fine. Wow, this one looks amazing.
Yeah. Now look at that texture work on the floor there.
Yeah, look at it. When you're meant to be driving, just look at it.
Yeah. That's why I'm crashing so much.
God damn it, Flame. Why you like this?
It's fine, I'm not using my phone, so I'm driving perfectly safely.
Okay. Probably will have to get a high place in this one just to secure your victory.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's gonna be happening.
And we'll see. You've still got another lap.
Yeah. Well, I've got two choices here. I'm glad that didn't kick in time.
Yeah, what the hell? You just kind of ghosted right through that.
Yeah, I guess like it doesn't actually kick into effect until it's actually landed. Because like, look, that one that's working has the little glow around it.
That car just landed right on top of you.
Yeah. Got him.
Nice. I will say, if there's like one downgrade, like to this version, it's like it doesn't have a proper minimap.
Yeah, well, like, that was just using the bottom screen of the 3DS. I don't know if the PC version of the original one did have that or not.
But it's helpful to know like what position everyone is in, but it's also better to know what distance they are behind or in front of you.
Yeah, and it's also funny if you see that one of them's got stuck somewhere.
Yeah. I guess the closest approximation to those UFOs is like the bees in All Stars.
Basically, yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't think this is happening.
Disappoint him, Flame. Disappoint him.
Well, I'm still tied first somehow.
Well,
I'll take it.
works for me.
Come on, that other guy deserves an equal podium.
Does he though?
Well, I mean, not after he twatted me out of that one race, but still.
Fair dues. You know, it's funny when, you know, you tie for first and you get to win, but they don't. It's worse when you tie for first and you lose.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this looks great.
And the background's kind of the same, honestly.
Yeah, but like, look at the rain effect.
I see it, I'm not blind.
I know, but I want to appreciate it. God damn it.
Yes, woohoo loop, of course. I still think it's Neo Bowser City.
It's closer to that, yeah. Especially now you do have the rain. I did see them boost pads just disappear for a second. I'm not sure what's up with that.
I saw it. You've even got the Daisy Cruiser back though.
Close enough. Oh fuck, it put me into sleep as I was meant to turn.
That's why you shouldn't drive tired, guys.
Well, in my case, why I shouldn't drive it too.
How's the music in this one?
It's the same music.
Okay, that's cool.
So, it's good.
Is there any like voice work and whatnot for the characters?
There's a few like little cat sounds and whatnot every now and then. It's not over the top, but it's enough to give it character.
Fair enough.
Come on, not here. No, good. I know where he was going.
Yeah.
I'm close to slapping a guy again.
Imagine if, like, when you round the corner and you see the ship, every 1 in 100 times, you just see it, like, capsizing.
God.
Like, what the fuck? That's random. Yeah, we programmed that into Garfield Kart Furious Racing. Just figured it would be pretty funny. Cool Easter egg.
okay. Oh, I did it again. I guess them
Yeah.
boost pads are just a little bit off.
Yeah, it's glitchy. Are there any characters from Garfield and Friends? Well, we've got Garfield, we've got Odie, Normal's here. I don't know if the mouse was in the cartoon. John's here, John's girlfriend. I don't know who Harry is.
Nah.
I think that's John's girlfriend anyway.
It's close to losing that one, not gonna lie.
Came down to the wire.
Okay, let's see if the camera holds up any better in this level this time.
I don't hope so.
Time. Yeah, it's a bit more pulled back, which I'm so grateful for.
It's just kind of an alpine course here.
Yeah. Snowman's still kind of terrifying.
It looks a lot better in this one.
We'll ignore that.
Must I?
Well, I mean, you don't have to.
Okay, fair enough. Silverdude says, if I recall correctly, Garfield the movie was Bill Murray's biggest regret. Why?
Oh, well, the live action one.
Really? Not that he was in Ghostbusters 2016. I assume this quote came from before then.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the live action Ghostbusters, live action Garfield being alright. I was a kid when I watched it, so take that how you will, but still.
Yeah. Well, you still have the brain of a kid now, so...
Yeah, well, let me have my cartoon driving game.
I will, because you deserve it. Because it is good, and you deserve good things.
No.
Sorry, I had an evil spirit within me.
See, that's better.
I think I was saying something positive about Flame, but that doesn't sound right. There was also Garfield even. A Tale of Twin Kitties, or something. I forget what the sequel was called.
I think the sequel to that was the one that Billy Connolly was in, wasn't it?
No clue, mate. A Tale of Two Kitties, yeah. Prince of the Pauper, essentially.
No, yeah. No, okay.
Oh.
Hitting that probably would have went better. Stop putting me to sleep!
Wow. Considering you're playing a cat, that hits different.
God.
It's not a rip-off of Much Better Works, it's an adaptation of an old tale. That's like saying Mickey Mouse's Prince of the Pauper is a rip-off.
Shit.
Ah yes, Garfield Royal Rescue. I'll see if I can find it before we're done here.
Okay.
Who wants a dramatic reading?
Go on.
Just getting in the zone here. Garfield, Royal Rescue. Garfield was relaxing having some scotch and lasagna when John Arbuckle came with emergency news. Garfield, it is terrible, I have the bad news, John Arbuckle said with crying words. Stop your sob stories and give me your thoughts, Garfield said with serious demands. It is terrible, Garfield. Kate Middleton and Prince William are getting married, but you are not invited, John Arbuckle said with outrage. This is lies, roared Garfield with angry voice. It is true. Look and see, John Arbuckle invited, showed Garfield a letter that came through mailboxes. Dear Garfield, you are not invited to royal wedding. Sincerely, Royal England family, said the letter with insults. Invite this, shouted Garfield as he tore up the letter with many hands. This is last straw. I will not stand for insults to humanity. Garfield cried out to the ceiling with fists clenched with justice. What will you do, Garfield? Asked John Arbuckle with wondering. I will do what any good man does when insulted with words. I will crush wedding with righteousness, Garfield roared with determination. It will be dangerous. Royal edicts are there with power, John Arbuckle warned with caution. The only edict I serve is my fist, said Garfield, as he walked out with intentions. Meanwhile, in England, Buckingham Palace, Prince William and Kate Middleton were getting ready for marriage ceremonies. Sorry my dramatic reading voice goes in and out. It's easy if I just read this. Kate Middleton, soon we will be in marriage and all will be well. You will be Princess of England and all will bow to you, said Prince William with celebration. Yes, I am happiness, but I wish Garfield was here. I am missing Garfield's macho charm and rugged good looks, Kate Middleton said with distant longing. Forget Garfield. He is not coming for as long as I am prince of this land. You'll be mine and mine alone, said Prince William, grasping Kate Middleton tightly. But, said Kate Middleton with whimper, there will be no buts for you. No cat, no matter how manly, will steal my woman, shouted Prince William with anger. Oh, Garfield, cried out Kate Middleton with wanting. Meanwhile, Garfield was getting ready for a trip to lovely country of England. Time to prepare for my British vacation. My only souvenir will be flaming vengeance, Garfield said, as he packed his things. Garfield, be careful of stress. It is killer with heart disease and cholesterol, John Arbuckle warned with advice. I have no time for stress. There is British damsel that needs saving, Garfield said with stern voice. Farewell, John Arbuckle. Hold down fort when I am gone, Garfield said as he left for adventure. You know, Garfield. Show them what a real man is made of, John Arbuckle said as he grabbed Garfield's arm for manly handshake. You son of a bitch. Garfield then boarded his jet and lifted for takeoff with thunder-like speed. Garfield soared through the sky over oceans and oceans until he came to the island of England. Garfield then braked his jet and prepared for jumping. Time for a British invasion, said Garfield, as he leaped out of jet into country of Great Britain to administer justice like a Prime Minister of Iron. God, there's so much of this left. Garfield opened his parachute with lasagna logo, but was in no mood for playtime. Parachutes are for little girls and babies in wheelchairs, said Garfield, as he cut his parachute off for free fall fun. Meanwhile, in Buckingham Palace, Prince William was dressing up in wedding clothes. All of a sudden, he sensed great power. No, it cannot be. It must be my imagination playing tricks on me, said Prince William, with self-delusional fear. Prince William, we are almost ready for the wedding, said the servants. Very well, I am almost ready. Now leave before I am lashing your back, roared the prince with anger. Yes, my master, said the servants with cowering. The Queen entered his room with words. This is your special day. I am yet unsure you have proven your true manhood, said the Queen of England. I am true, man. All England will see, said Prince William with defiance. Why have you not invited Garfield? Do you fear to face a real man? Asked the Queen of England with challenge. I fear no man or cat, shouted Prince William as he tossed champagne glass and mirror, shattering all into millions in fits of anger. I am the Prince of all English. All will cower before my monarchical might. Not even Garfield can defeat me, he declared with royal decree. Meanwhile, Garfield was walking in streets of London with purpose. As Garfield walked with strength steps, Englishmen cheered him and shouted his name with joy. Garfield! Garfield! Cheered the Englishman as Garfield walked into Buckingham Palace. Garfield walked with sternness and determination to destination, for he was on mission. Garfield walked and walked until he came to Buckingham Palace gates. No gate can take my power, Garfield bellowed with majesticness as he punched down gate with one punch. He marched in with purpose as he stormed to wedding palace of matrimony. Royal guards came rushing to arrest him, but they were not of match. There is Garfield. Arrest him in the name of Prince, they shouted with princely loyalty. Relax, my English hombres. You are being relieved of duty, said Garfield. Chilly as hit royal guards with fist and speed like typhoon, sending them flying miles high and exploding. Garfield picked up a guard and raised him high in air like feather. Here, why not enjoy delicacy of fresh fish and chips? Quipped Garfield as he tossed the guard into the sea. There is plenty of salt for you in there, said Garfield with cleverness as he walked away. Garfield walked on his mission until he came to wedding parties with food and drink. More guards came for ambushing, but Garfield handled it like a man. It is tea time. Have a sip, said Garfield as he took tea kettle and tossed it at the guards. Ah, no, cried out the guards as the tea melted them into skeletons. Garfield came on table of food with wedding guests sitting around on celebration. No lasagna, what is this blasphemy? He roared in anger as he threw table on wedding guests. Lasagna is food of warriors and kings. Do not be forgetting this, you worms, he roared as he walked on. Came to the wedding ceremony, they were there, they were being wed. Everyone heard Garfield's manly footsteps like thunder in the sea. William turned around and he saw his fears become realities. Garfield, yelled out Prince William in tones of squealing horror. How rude, have you not heard of royal tradition? It is the rules that I am the first to have woman before marriage, Garfield stated with cold fact. Garfield, you will never have my woman. I am prince above all, declared William with arrogant laugh. Garfield looked at William with eyes of seeing and spoke with words of saying. Even princes must obey the law of the fist. But do not be worrying, for I will give you fair trial. Here is the judge, and here is the jury, Garfield said, as he raised his two fists for showing. Enough nonsense. Feel might of royal Jews. Or jewels even, that's a very different thing, said Prince William as he snapped his fingers. At William's commands, noise was heard. Mighty Big Ben transformed into giant laser cannon and aimed at Garfield with blasting intent. Tick-tock, it is 12 o'clock. Time to die, said William with mocking words. At these words, Big Ben fired at Garfield with beams of fury. However, Garfield was not laser-phased and backhanded laser beam with ease. Impossible, cried out Prince William with shock. Do you not learn physics in Prince School? Lasers bounce off my mighty man muscle, Garfield tooted with teachings. I silence your mockery forever. Die, yelled Prince William as he took out long sword and thrust it at Garfield, but Garfield caught his arm in midair and crushed bones with crab-like grip. It looks like your time has just run up, quipped Garfield, as he tossed Prince William into Big Ben, exploding them both. No, cried out Prince William as he crashed into Big Ben for explosion. Good night, sweet prince, said Garfield with cool words as he walked away. After victory, Kate Middleton ran to Garfield and embraced him with arms. Garfield, thank you. When I was marrying him, I only thought of you, thanked Kate Middleton with gratitude. No problem, my British biscuit. You must save me juicy piece of your shepherd's pie, Garfield responded with flirtations. Garfield, you are true hero and real man. We want to make you honorary King of England, Queen Elizabeth said with royal orders. I am sorry, but I am busy living fast life of fast adventures and faster women, Garfield rejected with sympathies. Very well, at least accept position of Duke of Ireland, said Queen of England. Fine, but I must first be attending to important business, said Garfield as he picked up Kate Middleton and brought her to royal bedroom where he could show her how real men love women. Garfield, please make me your queen, said Kate Middleton with warm tone. I do not have castle to give you, but I have a mighty tower for you to climb, Garfield said with seduction. Garfield, I want you to joust me like valiant knight, Kate Middleton cried out with desire. Garfield then rode Kate Middleton like mighty knight taming wild stallion. With mighty force, Garfield jousted Kate Middleton with manly lance into late hours of night, and all heard sound of their romances. The end? Question mark?
Oh, it's that sequel bite. I don't even know where to start, I'll be real with you.
I didn't miss our words there. That was how it was written. Jesus H. Christ.
There's a very unique style of writing that I can't help but appreciate, though.
I gotta put my music back on. It ran out.
Fair enough. So this is what was the green level in the last one. They've gave it an actual colour scheme this time.
Ah, okay. Yeah, British history never mentions Garfield. They're too scared of him, really.
Yeah, it's one of the things where history is being revised in the textbooks. That's why you never hear about it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really have history classes about Garfield's long spear, though, can you?
No, you can't have him destroying Prince William by throwing him to an explosion in Big Ben. I'm tired. Tick tock, it is 12 o'clock, time to die.
That's one of the all-time greats.
Here is the judge and here is the jury. It's another one of my favourites.
Fuck.
Flame.
What?
You had to swerve to hit that.
In my defense, I'm a fucking idiot.
Fair enough. I respect honesty on that level. Yeah, what would Garfield's stand be?
Ah. Cat scratch fever?
Maybe, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Or something about hating Mondays.
I mean, there literally is a song, I don't like Mondays.
There you go then. Is there a Sonic version of Hamlet?
Probably.
Oh no.
You know what you gotta do?
Die.
Aside from that, you got something else to do first.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, it will, like, you can't actually start reversing until your boost wears off. So that's why I was just sort of ramming into that box for way longer than I should have been. We've got a bit of the green under there, but at least it's more muted.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bit of rubber banding here. A lot more than 3DS.
Yeah, well, like, at least that means the AI are actually doing something.
Yeah, true. Oh, I forgot to ask what your overall position was for the third cup.
I think I came first, but I was more distracted by, you know.
Yeah, true.
I have priorities here, you know.
Maybe Garfield is John's stand. It's just a very lazy stand that doesn't do anything. That would be John's stand, let's be honest.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like, John only owns a dog. He only has the paperwork for a dog. And everyone's like, why do you keep saying you have a cat? There's no cat here.
Yeah. Well, that might not even be a stand, that might just be insanity.
Maybe.
Is there a John's in a coma theory?
I'm not looking that up.
I mean, we already know the answer is yes, but still.
John Arbuckle coma theory. Submit edgy John Arbuckle Garfield related theories to me. It's a Tumblr page.
Okay.
It's the I hate John Arbuckle page.
Ah.
The first thing I see is, so glad to see you're back. I miss your unrequited hatred of this foul man. And the answer is, rest assured that even if I stop posting for good one day, my hatred of John Arbuckle will live on eternally.
I think this person might have some things they need to work on, personally.
Or they're just like memeing Flame.
Maybe I am too.
Yeah, you'd think you of all people would understand that.
No, everything I say is 100% sincere and earnest.
Fuck off. Two more races and I'm free of this hell.
What's that? Start again.
If you do, I don't know what I'll do.
You're out of threats now.
Yeah, Garfield with no Garfield. It would explain why there's no Garfield in those if he's a stand, because only stand users can see him. Is there a mirror mode in this game?
I don't think so. If
Good.
there is, I haven't unlocked it. I mean, I could just flip the video and play it again.
don't. Speedrun.com. Let's have a look here.
Okay.
What race are you on?
The second, I think the third one from the fourth cup.
Yeah, Casco Park. You'd be pleased to know that Thick Daddy Loaf has the world record for this.
Okay, what's that
At
in
least
this version?
At least in America, I think so.
Okay.
1 minute 30 seconds.
I think I've already spent that on the first lap. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to that guy.
He's fine.
Is he though?
A few years of therapy, he'll get over it.
Okay.
But Doctor, I am intangible. I race even though I do not want to race. What does this mean?
The doctor,
It means
there
you
was an orange cat who threw a pie at me.
It's okay. The orange cat represents homophobia.
Do you want to elaborate on that one?
Nope. Comment to livestream as Cocom. Accused Garfield as homophobia. Refused to elaborate. Stream ends.
I'm glad we're doing this game today.
Yeah. Good little palate cleanser. Yeah, Advance Wars did come back before F-Zero. That's weird.
Yeah. Because Miyamoto's still got his thing going on of, well, we'd have to do something different with it, even though people just want a new update thing going on. Lovely. Let's see, where am I overall? I'm still in the lead, but I think I could lose that.
Do it, Flame. Bring it on home for justice.
I'll try.
You better do it for my poor heart.
No? Oh, that was close. Oh, they put a fence up.
Oh, interesting. John, God damn it. Shadow Reaper has just linked me a thing in the Patreon server of John Arbuckle as Kira with Garfield as his stand.
Okay.
Well, I know what image I'm using for the thanks for watching thing.
Okay. I regret to inform you, I'm probably not bringing this home.
Oh. Well, you're English, so as expected.
Oh, okay. No. Oh well.
Why do you... All I wanted for Christmas in July was a victory in Garfield Kart Furious Racing.
Maybe you'll do better than I do.
Alright, you got a final lap.
Yeah, but he's like a mile ahead.
Is he? He doesn't seem that far ahead.
He's in Garfield time.
Fair enough, I guess.
Oh. This is not going well.
Sweet Christ.
Oh yeah, I can't go too fast here. I learned my lesson on the third lap.
He learned.
Yeah, second place. Let's see where it came to overall.
Good enough, mate.
Oh, still won. Oh,
Hey!
they were way behind me. Didn't even clock onto that.
Yeah, this is why you gotta count the numbers. You usually have a rival, at least in Mario Kart, who's like always in second and third place.
Yeah, they usually do that to give it some degree of challenge across the Grand Prix, but I guess they just sort of didn't here. But yeah, so that will do us for our little Garfield Kart showcase. Tom, have you had fun?
Been good.
I'll take
tired.
that. Alright, so I guess that will do us for today, and you can join us tomorrow for the finale of the Adaptathon, where Tom here will be playing through Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PS5.
Hey,
So
hell
we'll
yeah.
see you then. Bye bye for now.
See you guys.